Hey, sis, I know you're not going to like to hear this, but you know I deliver everything in love, even if it feels a little bit rough around the edges in the way I deliver it. But the truth is the truth is the truth. I need you to hear me and I need you to hear me clear. Your comfort zone is keeping you broke. And if that stings a bit, good, because that means I'm doing my job and I'm not doing you a disservice. I'm going to tell the truth exactly how I see it. I call it exactly how I see it because it means it is time for you to wake up and break out of the very thing that's holding you back from the life that you dream of, desire, and deserve. And so I want to have that conversation with you today because it's time. The cost of staying comfortable is real, okay? You think right now that you're playing it safe, but really you're playing yourself. Okay? Let that sink in. You are playing yourself right now. Okay? Now, this isn't about judgment. This is about being your bestie, your girlfriend. Okay, I'm your good girlfriend. Okay, that shows up in your feed every day. And I'm letting you know what time it is. And if I'm your friend, and that means you're going to receive well what I'm saying, right? You're going to receive it and you're going to do something about it. If you were to come ask me for advice, which you don't have to, because see, that's the thing, I'm just going to show up and give it to you anyway, because that's what real friends do. That's what friends are for, right? You know the song. Okay, I won't sing it, but you know the song. Okay, comfort zones do feel good. They feel good. But guess what? They keep you still stuck and stagnant, doing the same maddening cycle, stuck in the same maddening cycle, going nowhere fast. Okay, you cannot create a new reality with the same old habits. You can't. It's not possible. Listen to me, sis. If you keep doing what you've always done, you know the saying, you're going to keep getting what you've already gotten. And that's insanity, right? We've got to do a new thing. Today is a beautiful, brand new, and blessed day. It is a beautiful and brand new, blessed day. Nothing changes until you do. You have to be the one to make the moves. You have to be the one to get into action. You need to be the one to recognize that, you know what? She's onto something. She's right. I need to listen to her because she keeps being all up in my face, all up in my business, telling me what I need and don't need and what I should do. I already know this. Why am I acting brand new? I'm not brand new to this. I'm not new here. Good. I'm so glad we're on the same page. So now you have an open heart and an open mind, and you're not going to shut me out and shut me down. I'm glad I have your attention and that you're willing to listen. And more importantly, that you're willing to do something about it and not just stay in the same place. Because that's not how we move forward. That's not how we make progress. That's not how we change our lives. That's not how we reach new heights, new levels, right? New phases in life. It's not. We have to take steps forward. And in this case, at this big old age, we need to actually run fast and furiously towards our future, not take a slow, steady pace. Let's get there. Yes, we can do it with ease. Doesn't mean that we don't need to do it with the quickness. Okay? Because time is not on our side. Let's just say that. We don't know when it's over, but we can live in this moment and we can plan a better and brighter future for ourselves. That starts with a plan. That starts with changing our mindset. And then it starts with creating a plan. And then it starts with taking action, right? Okay. Now, what are some of the harsh truths about your comfort zone and why is that keeping you broke? Well, fear. All of that is rooted in fear, okay? Fear will keep you from taking the next step, period. You want more, but you fear failure. You fear rejection. You may even fear success. I know that's a hard pill to swallow because who fears success? Many ambitious, successful women. Imposter syndrome kind of creeps in, and you fear judgment. You're allowing all of those things to paralyze you. Growth is going to require your discomfort. I know you feel uncomfortable right now moving in the direction that you're moving, but that is what's going to actually get you to your next level. That is not only a growth mindset, but that is what helps you to grow. Every level you want to reach, every level you want to reach, will require a new version of you. It will require you to stretch. It will require you to bend. It will require you to do some backflips. Okay, I know, girl, we getting up there. I know, but it's going to require you to move beyond where you are right now. Okay, let's skip the backflips. Okay, unless I don't know, you might be in really good shape and can do it. Okay, I'm not going to tell you to do the splits or anything like that. Nothing crazy. But for sure, we've got to stretch. Okay, the people that you are surrounding yourself with right now also do matter. If you're going to be in the room with people who are just comfortable, you're surrounding yourself with people who are just good where they are, they're fine being stuck. They don't really want to make moves. They talk a good game, but they ain't really doing nothing. They ain't about nothing. They ain't really, walking the talk. They say what they want, but they ain't really, a lot of people say they're going to do a thing and it never gets done. They say they want a certain life, but they don't want to do the work. A lot of people say they want a certain outcome, certain results, but the reason why their lives look the way it does 5, 10, 20 years from now, and you go, wow, so and such and such, she, he, whatever, is in the same place. That's because they just said a thing. They just spoke it, but they didn't act on it. They didn't do anything with it. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's the difference between you and them and me and them. Okay. So we are one and the same. We're alike. That's why I'm here to remind you, girl, we got to put pedal to the metal and let's go. Let's move. Let's do this. Okay. So surround yourself by the people who will empower you, who will enlighten you, who will inspire you, who will motivate you, who will lift you up in spirit, who will keep you, moving forward, who will check on you, who will hold you accountable, who will be in your face like I am, real people who want to see you win and want to see you successful. Those are the people you need to surround yourself by, because if you surround yourself by the same people doing the same thing, your life is also going to look the same. Okay. The other thing is I want you to break out of your comfort zone and start winning in this season. This is our season to win big, sis. We are Gen Xers. We know how to win. We are resourceful, ambitious women. We are successful. We have won in corporate. We have won in our academic years. We have won in other aspects of our marriages, our relationships, our long-term commitments as mothers, as grandmothers, as whatever, right? Whatever your role is, as aunts, as friends, whatever it is, you may have failed in some of those areas too, but we're talking about the areas we have been winning in. So nothing is different about this season in your life, except you're only getting greater, better, right? This is the 2.0 version of you. So we've learned some things, we've matured, we've evolved, we have wisdom, more wisdom than we ever have had. This is the time right now. Okay. I acknowledge your fear. I want you to acknowledge your fear. And guess what? Fear is always going to be there, especially as you reach new heights and new levels. Guess what? I'm going to challenge you to do it anyway. Push through the fear with ease. Nobody said it's got to be hard. It ain't got to feel hard. It ain't got to feel rough. Push through with ease. Do it anyway. Okay? Because when you are about growing, growth is about leaning into the discomfort. Growth is about leaning into the discomfort and not running from it. Okay? Anything we do in life is going to require more from us. To whom much is given, much is required. The bigger the burden, the bigger the blessing, is what I always say. Girl, if you want that blessing, those blessings, the many blessings that are ready to be bestowed upon you, get with it, okay? Get jiggy with it right now. That requires you to stretch, grow, elevate, do the thing, faith over fear, push through it, right? Okay, we know that now. Can you take at least one bold step outside of what's normal for you? Every single day, I do a new thing. Every single day, I think a new way. Every single day, I get around people who have new perspectives, start to see through their lens and not just my own. Every day, I'm reading books. I'm looking for different answers. I'm listening to different stories. I'm following the breadcrumbs to success, right? I'm doing a new thing outside of my comfort zone. I'm stretching myself. I attend conferences that stretch me beyond my own comfort zone. Okay. So I'm not asking you to do something that I'm not willing to do myself and that I'm not doing myself, that I haven't done myself. I would never. Okay, I'm actually telling you what is required because I know out of, firsthand experience, but I also have seen it with my own eyes from being surrounded by people in my community, those that are in my circle, those that I congregate with on a regular basis, those that are, clients that I have even worked with, those who have even come back to me to tell me, oh my gosh, I've done what you said to the T, and now they're coming back with these success stories. What a great testimonial to their faith and to their trust in me, right? And I want to just instill the same thing in you. So it's just a great thing, right? When we can rise to the occasion together. And yes, that also takes courage. It absolutely does. And that's okay. We need more of that. Be brave, be bold, be courageous, outdo yourself, outperform yourself, excel and succeed, and not just meet, but exceed your own expectations. Raise the bar, raise your own standards, like blow your own mind. You know what I'm saying? So take one bold step at a time, but something every single day that's outside of your norm. And girl, go ahead and leave that job. Go ahead and start that business. Go ahead and get back to the business, grow the business, set your business up to scale, raise your prices, show up online, apply for that next level opportunity, do the damn thing. Okay? That's what a bold move, one day, one step at a time looks like. Join a community of people who are millionaires. And that might require you to invest at that level. Get into a mastermind. That's what I've done. That's what I do. Get into the right rooms of the people you aspire to be like, or in the sense that you want a life similar to theirs, whatever that is for you, whoever it is you aspire to be. Find somebody that is a role model for you. Find somebody who has already paved the way, who has already lived the life, who's already living the life, who's already doing the thing. Model their habits, their behaviors. What are they doing? How do they think? What rooms are they in? What path to success and freedom did they take? How did they win? How did they get, because you hear a lot of these stories when they're willing to share. And many people who are successful do share their stories. And one of the things you will notice there's a common thread there, and that is they tell you they went from success, or excuse me, from struggling to success. Everybody has a struggle to success or a rags to riches story, usually. Not always the case, but most times, right? So if we know that these are ordinary, just regular, everyday people, regular, and they went from that ground zero, to heights that you can't even imagine because you haven't even begun to reach, girl, that's how you know it's possible, because people before you have done it. So why not you? Who counted you out? What makes you exempt? What makes it too impossible for you? That's the question. Because you look at them, you look at some people, now let's tell the truth. We be looking at some of these people going, child, if they could do it, I know I can. Okay? That person don't even have a more than a GED. They didn't even graduate high school. They dropped out. They had 5 kids. They've been divorced 10 times. They can't even articulate their words right. They had this life or that life. They did this or that. Or girl, really? I know I could do it if they, you've seen people like that and you just wonder, like, is this real? Nuh-uh. How? How, Sway? How? I know we shouldn't judge, but it's human. And we have looked at people like that and said, how the hell did they make it? Like for real. And you and I, here we are showing up to change people's lives, right? As we're transforming our own, as we're building our legacies. And we sometimes look at these people and we're like, wait, you said you're doing what? They're not trying to change no lives. They ain't about that life. They're just here to collect a check and make a buck. And you're like, okay, so you make millions because you show up on camera every day doing makeup, or you talk about just your life, scrambled some eggs that morning, you went to a restaurant, you went here, there. I mean, okay. Or some people have made it a level of success and you're like, okay, wait. So you was just showing your DoorDashing diary and you was just doing like all kinds of crazy things, and that might not be that bizarre. That's just what came to my mind. But you know what I'm saying? This guy one time, I was just like, okay, he's got, I don't even know what you call the things. They were some poolside something for the pool that he took, and he was doing something with those, like creating a thing or making music with them, or I don't know, whatever. It was something that was bizarre. Anyways, this guy was making not just millions, multi-millions of dollars. What? So all I'm saying is, no matter what you do, no matter what your background is, no matter what your level of expertise is, no matter what industry you come from, no matter what your socioeconomic status is, no matter what, how brown your skin is or how light your skin is, no matter what shade of brown you are, if you have a melanated skin, no matter if you are, what your sexual orientation is, no matter what your religious background is, right? No matter what your belief system is, no matter if you grew up poor by societal standards or by financial class, no matter if you're divorced or married or you've got kids or you don't, none of that matters. What matters is if you're willing to give it your all and at least put forth your best effort, 1 foot forward. That's it. If you're willing to use 2 things, 2 of your greatest assets that, thank the Lord, he gave it to us. What are your biggest and most powerful tools that you own? Your mind and your mouth. Okay? So if you connect those 2 things together, follow your heart, do your purpose work, right? Operate your life in purpose and with meaning. Sure, definitely do what you're passionate about. I wouldn't say follow your passion though. Here's the thing. Let me just quick caveat. You make sure that you're taking your passion and your purpose and connecting it to a profitable problem so that we can get paid doing what we love. Okay? I needed to say that because I'm never going to tell you to just follow your passion. People always ask me which one comes first. Your passion is the thing that keeps calling on you and you want to do, right? But we don't want that to be a hobby. Your purpose is your life's mission. If you already know what that is, then that's what you should be doing. But both of those equally need to be attached to a profitable problem so that we can serve the clients that we were called to serve, to do the thing that we love and get paid for it. Make sense? Okay, just wanted to be clear. Now, change your environment and surround yourself with action takers, fast action takers, people who know that if they invest, they're going to get a return on that investment. And then when you're around people like that, you too will get a return on your investment. I need to take a sip of water because I've been talking all day and my throat is dry. Okay. Change your environment and your surroundings with action takers, okay? And make sure you find a mentor, a business coach, a life coach. I say both, or someone who operates maybe in a dual role. Join a high level community, okay? Invest in your success. See, oftentimes people are like, I'm not going to hire no coach. I'm not going to pay that kind of money. Well, some of the best athletes invest in mentors and coaches all day. Some of your favorite celebrities, the household names, the Oprah Winfrey's, the Ian Van Zants, the Steve Harveys, the Les Browns, the Lisa Nichols, the Amy Porterfields, the Charlene Johnsons, right, of the world. And I can go on and on and on. Some of the biggest and the best names that you know, Tony Robbins, all of them have the same thing in common. And that is they have hired, as a part of their investment, they have hired coaches and consultants and mentors, and they have surrounded themselves with the right people of like minds that congregate in the same community. That's how you'd be surprised in how building relationships, genuine relationships with the right people, right? How that moves you forward faster. Your business will exponentially grow. Your life will change like wildfire. It will just, everything will just grow super fast. Okay? Because you're around a lot of people in the right networks. And I'm sure you have heard your network is your net worth, right? That's because proximity to successful people matter. Just like proximity to people who ain't about that life, who's just still stuck and stagnant in their own life, who ain't movers and shakers, who ain't solid decision makers, who ain't fast action takers. That is why they're still where they are. They don't know any more or less than you do. You don't know any more and less than they do. How is anybody going to help anybody? You got to get around people who know more than you, who's done more than you, who's more successful than you. Yes, who's more intelligent than you, who's more strategic than you are, who knows more people, who can introduce you to the other people that they know and invite you into their networks and share with you game-changing ideas and strategies, who can help you, get in the right rooms and meet the right people. Yes, that's how we level up. That is how. Okay. So get in the right rooms, level up with the right communities, invest in your success. And the biggest takeaway of all of this is really not forgetting the main meat and potatoes. It's so funny because I'm a vegan. And when I say meat and potatoes that I don't even eat, it's always funny, but you get it, right? But the bottom line is, here's the biggest takeaway. Success lives on the other side of your comfort zone. Put that in the comments. Go ahead, start typing. Success lives on the other side of your comfort zone. If you really want to transform your life, I mean, really, really, for real, okay? Success lives on the other side of your comfort zone. So the question is, I ain't got a lot more questions for you. Just one. Are you ready to go get it? Easy to answer, right? Yes, that's what I want you to say in the comments. Yes, okay? So if your comfort zone is keeping you stuck, then I want you to drop a rocket ship, a rocket, okay? Because we are going to launch ourselves into new heights. We're going to break free from all of this doubt and fear and level up this year, okay? And if you want to know exactly how I did it, how to shift your mindset, how to break free from limiting beliefs, how to learn the pillars of success from entrepreneurs, business owners, people who have done it before you, real life examples, then I want you to grab my ebook, Mindset Mastery, so you can learn the 5 pillars to successful entrepreneurs. And I want you to really understand that imposter syndrome is a scam. And I talk about that in my ebook. I break it all the way down. I give you real life examples, practical tips, guidance, support. It's an interactive PDF. You will get a lot from this book. Click the link in the pinned comments below and or in the description box. I'll make it easy for you though, and make sure that you cop your copy today, okay? That's what I want you to do. That's the only requirement I have of you today outside of doing something outside of your comfort zone. And that, my dear, will actually give you the start, the fresh start that you need to do the new thing. It will give you the push that you need. It will shift your mindset. It will help you to master your mind. It will be an inspiring, empowering, motivating book, but it will get you into not just action, radical action. Because when we're trying to do something new and really rise to the occasion and, exceed our own expectations and have a new life, a transformative life, when we are committed to the transformation, when we are, like ready to change our trajectory, when we want more for not only our lives, but for the family and the loved ones that we have surrounding us, when we want to do better, we've got to first know better, right? And that's how we do a new thing. So, if this has been valuable for you, of course, make sure that you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss a single episode whenever I drop new content and or go live, okay? And so I'm going to tune out while you tune in. Be sure to watch the next video that YouTube recommends, okay? As always, and until next time, I am wholeheartedly in this journey with you. Bye for now.